Oi, oi. How we doing, everyone? Welcome to our Christmas special, father and son rivalry. You may recognise the gentleman next to me, though you probably will only recognise him wearing this top. Today he's got his West Ham one on, but let me tell you one thing. He wasn't in any hurry to get it off when he lost that bet. He sat there, he was having his sip of tea. He was absolutely enjoying wearing this, wouldn't you, mate?
That's
You
why
loved
I
it.
always thought you were adopted.
Yeah, he loved wearing it. Honestly, you couldn't take it off of him, people. But thank you very much for tuning in. Anyone that's here, anyone that will be here and on catch up, it's always greatly appreciated if you drop a like and a sub. It's totally free and all of that nonsense. But what you saying anyway this Christmas, Dad? A few Christmas bevies on the cards?
Well, without doubt, it's got to try and keep it to a minimum, now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, exactly what happened last year. So for people that don't know, Dad decided that he'd drink that one too many whiskies and cokes, didn't you? I.e. the whole bottle, and fall in the bloody edge. How did that work out for you?
I busted my shoulder, didn't I? And you took the piss.
Obviously. Absolutely obviously.
That's why, you know what I mean? There was a mix-up at birth.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, you deserve to go in the bush, the amount you drunk, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
He had all the little cuts on him. He looked like Pep Guardiola the other week. All these poor little cuts. I was, oh, bless his little cotton socks.
I thought it was a fence.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. But then, who am I to talk, really, to be fair? I remember one time I'd locked myself out and I tried climbing through my kitchen window. I put a wheelie bin on there and I just quite couldn't get it because I weren't tall enough. And I'd lift it up.
You're not tall enough to do most things. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here he goes already. Here he goes. He thinks he's fucking Jolly Green Giant, this geezer. He's only a few inches taller than me, but yeah, he always calls me Little Frodo. But anyway, I was trying to climb up to it, slipped on the old wheelie bin, fell flat on my ass, tipped over backwards, and what can you do? I think you've had a couple of similar ones, didn't you?
Yes.
Care to elaborate, Father?
Yeah, I walked home pissed last month. No, not my last month. It was bloody about 7 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'd been encouraged to have a few drinks, and I thought I'd drop something by my door. So, well, I hadn't, you know what I mean? And then I realised, went in my pockets and I got my front door keys. So I rang up my ex.
And he was in his pockets like this. He loves it. He loves a good old tap. He's like he's playing a self-drum. He's like that,
you
honestly.
get to a certain age, you appreciate having many pockets.
Where's my pocket, son? Yeah, right. I've got nothing. Oh, here it is, son.
So I rang up the ex, and it took her 3 hours to get to my house, and I was like sitting on the dustbin. And then she's walked down the park bit. She said, "Your keys in the door." I forgot. I got to open up the door, and I thought I dropped something. Oh,
How long was you sat there for?
over 3 hours.
Was it cold?
It was fucking cold.
Good. Let me just come to the chat. Give us 2 seconds, gentlemen. Aces, man. Big up, fella. Always pleasure having you here. Early doors, Tone. Evening to Terence and the adopted one. That would be me. Yeah, that would be me. Anthony, big up, man. Big up, lads. Look forward to the show. Yeah, to be fair as well, we got to give some credit for Anthony Herbert. My favourite panelist on The Good, Bad and the Ugly, by the way. Love you, Tone. Love you, Fuzzy. It was his idea after me and him were having a little chat. And it actually said to me, generally, it's his idea.
I know.
He was like, yeah, do you know what? You and your dad should do a little show. And we had a little chat about it. And to be
He's
fair,
only told me this about 20 bloody times.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah. But we got it together, didn't we? To be fair, we got it done. You was very willing to do it. You know, a bit of revenge for wearing this, your favourite top. Tone, Aces, yeah, big up, mate. Dazza, how you doing, brother? 87, how's it going, fellas? Yeah, big up, Dazza. We got Aces, yeah, Bristol Rovers, Dracula supporter. Yeah, we love a bit of yeah, mate. Yeah, I've had him drinking out of this one and all. Honestly, he loves it. What a fucking closet Arsenal fan. Yes, I am.
If you're going to come and do a podcast, at least be honest. I have not had a drink out of that.
Mate, you've had plenty of pints out of that. Let me tell you, me old man. Let me tell you. Aaron, your dad's a West Ham fan. Yeah, listen, Kai, what can you do about it? I mean, he's done plenty of things right in my life, mate. I promise you. Only a couple of things, he hasn't, but we all make mistakes. But one of his biggest mistakes will be allowing me to don this crest. One of the biggest things he has done successfully, everyone, is not convert me into that. Could you imagine? How shit would it be if I was a West Ham fan?
When
I wouldn't just have 21 years of misery. Well, I've had fucking 35 years of misery.
When I broke up with your mum, she got with some right dickheads.
But do you know what? I can absolutely agree with you on that. But
that explains a lot, then, doesn't it?
I mean, it does. Yeah, she did get with some absolute helmets, but one of them happened to be an Arsenal fan, Kai.
Ash.
It was Ash. To be fair, he was all right. He was all right, Ash. You know, I'll give it that. But you allowed it to happen, so it's one of your failures and one of my biggest successes, people. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. And that, Kai, mate, is why I'm an Arsenal fan. I
just come off drugs and looked at your mum and I thought, oh my god,
what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. Thankfully, you don't go back, mate. Jesus Christ. Aces, yeah, Fraudetta, yeah, upset during press conference over Saka questions. I'll definitely get to sort of that, mate, at some stage, 100%. Dads are having a little giggle, yeah. Big up you and your dad, yeah, Kai, man, yeah, big up, man. Hello, how you doing, brother? How you doing, my geezer? SG, how you doing, my man? This is one of the gentlemen that was on with me last week. Big up for coming on as well, SG, giving me your time, mate. You're getting a little bit of love as well there. What we're saying, Hendo, yeah, good evening, Aaron, Terence, all in chat and watching. Yeah, that's a great point. Merry Christmas to everyone. Drop a like and a sub as well if if you're there. Ash, Dad, I beat Smelly West Ham on FIFA. Yeah, he did 2-0. But then that's no common surprise, is it? That's no surprise, is it? Because everyone beats West Ham. It doesn't matter whether it's on a pitch or any sort of console or on a platform. West Ham tend to do absolute shocking, don't they? But look, I'll slightly sort of move it on, do you know what I mean? Because whilst I could and happily will grill my dad all day, we sort of want to have a little chat about some Arsenal and some West Ham stuff. So one of the things I wanted to ask you, because we haven't actually spoken too much sort of about how you become West Ham. We can speak about how I become an Arsenal fan. But how did you become a West Ham fan, man?
Oh, I think it was basically it was my granddad. You know, he used to do the cleaning up after the matches and that. And we used to go along.
What's this, Upton Park?
Yeah. And you got a free ticket if you've done the the cleaning up afterwards.
Oh, nice.
And that. And I loved it. I just say I've got to meet some fantastic players, you know. No, it was just a great time in my life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just really went into me up because unfortunately my dad was an Arsenal supporter as well.
Well, so it does run in the blood then, doesn't it, really? What do we skip a generation? Apart from my son actually has got more common sense.
But I never liked him either.
Typical. Absolutely typical.
Yeah, it was just born into me. And I just thought it was the most fantastic thing in the world. Back then, you know what I mean? Like, the players didn't leave straight away. About half hour later, they'd have a walkabout and say hello to people.
Yeah.
Remember, West Ham was one of the first clubs in the country where they had a family section, and a member of the team would regularly go down there and say hello. You know, I was just
that's all long
I just
gone.
Remember, you know, what I mean, like Devonshire taking time to speak to me, and that meant the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, look, you know, I think them times have all sort of long gone, aren't they? Not just for West Ham, but I mean, like, you know, having that sort of, I know Arsenal use the word very vilely as a family thing, but back then the players would actually come out, shake your hands, spend time, wouldn't they?
Arsenal couldn't do it because none of them can really speak English.
Yeah, well, you know, we had a lot of players, Irish players then, you know, you probably couldn't understand sort of them so well either. But
you was on about now.
Yeah, well, you know, we had a lot of French geezers, but you know, the thing is that we had a lot of French geezers that struggled to speak English, Dad, but we also had a lot of French geezers that won us league titles, numerous league titles, invincible league titles, doubles.
I got to make, you know, I mean, an Arsenal geezer.
Big up Heroes, big up Paddy, big up Henry.
Pat Jennings.
Yeah.
Oh my God, his hands are like shovels, but he was a complete gentleman. A complete gentleman.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, SG's giving you a bit of love. Look, Aaron, at least your dad has seen a trophy lift. Meanwhile, Tottenham fans are still waiting for a trophy. That's an excellent point here. It's just a fantastic little minute to just have a little laugh at Spurs. And do you know what? Yeah, just because there's something we agree on about the hilarity of the ridiculous Spurs. I mean, they're pathetic, aren't they? If you actually go just one sector, if people ever want to, and you know, it's only for fun purposes, go on their website and go on their honours list honestly, it's the funniest thing you'll ever see in your life. You've got this little paragraph about this deep of actual trophies that they claim to have won. And then they've got, honestly, a whole scroll like that, including in these mighty feats, I'd heard you ask. They've got the Costa del Sol Cup in 65 that they drew on one occasion and then won it. They've got hospital charity trophies on there, numerous of which they drew. Why would you actually ever put that on there? I mean, it's something we actually agree on, isn't it? About yes.
And the sad thing as well is, I love me Chaz and Dave.
Yeah, I'd like.
And all of a sudden, he starts singing a Spurs song.
Bloody Spurs song. Yeah.
I didn't say any other word.
No, bloody, you can say bloody, yeah. You can say bloody Spurs song, yeah. You can use that. Just don't use some C's, and we'll get away with it. Do you know what I mean? We'll be all right. Yeah. Well, you know, there's no clue sake. And AFC always. Aaron and Terence, big up to you fella as well. Yeah, wishing you both and the rest of the family a very blessed Christmas and a drop of new year. Yeah, listen, I hope so. In football terms, it's not really been a joyful year for either of us, but you know, we'll get to that either as well. And quite standing here, Robert De Niro. Do you know what he said to me? I don't know if you can see it or not, Dad. Me and Ant were talking till about 2:30 last night in the morning, yeah. And he goes to me, he goes, "You know what's Aaron?" I was like, "What's that, Ant?" And he was like, "You look like fucking Robert De Niro, you do." I was like, "Fucking Robert De Niro." I was like, I've had some lookalikes in the past.
Again, please?
What? His accent and his accent.
Yeah,
the rest of the word.
I know. I just think it's go on then.
No, I ain't your fucking dancing monkey. Come on. What we saying? John Smalls, how we doing as well? I think I've seen you once in the chat before, but big up. I think I see you in Jez's chat quite a lot. West Ham. Oh, here we go. You got a fan here.
Yeah.
West Ham is a bigger club than Arsenal, Aaron. I mean, Charlotte, thank you very much for coming here. And of course, I wish you an absolute and the family a wonderful Christmas. But I don't think you're absolutely right there, my dear. I mean, it's factually incorrect, but I mean, you've got someone who will agree with you and disagree with me to the rafters here. Come back to me when you've won 2 European trophies. Technically, we have won 2 European trophies as well. I think we got the Cup Winners' Cup, and we've got
West Ham actually have won
the other one. I done my head.
We never really had.
We beat Parma, didn't we? In '94, I got my head.
In one of the plastic cups. I'm on about the old
plastic cups.
European
plastic cups. Arc it in right, bro. Plastic cups. You telling me about plastic cups when you won that your fucking Europa Conference League? That's like the European equivalent to the Johnson's Paint Trophy. Nah. I ain't having that.
You and your manager think
that is absolute bollocks, mate.
I claim into charity shields. And cups. 1 minute, let me do my eyebrows. Let me do it with my hair.
Right, yeah, you've got me. Yeah, you've got me on that one. Yeah, look, that's embarrassing. And I think Charlotte as well. You'll agree with us, and I think all Arsenal fans with something up top will actually go what Arteta said in that press conference saying about the community shields. I mean,
that's why they call shields.
Yeah, I know. It's a dinner plate.
It's not your cups.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely. Whoa! Can you say that? Was you trying to do a Robert De Niro?
I don't know what that was then. You know what
I mean? Jinxie cat.
I was trying to do an Arteta.
Well, I don't know what that was. Arteta's from fucking Spain, Dan.
I think that was.
But that was.
I don't know
what that was. I mean, if anyone can type in and tell me whatever that bloody impression was, you was digging me up for my Bristol one. I don't think you should ever do that one again, mate. That was absolutely horrendous. Yeah, I think silence is the best one. Yeah, but when you're going to do that voice again, just remember, no, absolutely not. Go and have a go.
I'm not going to say anything. No,
Charlotte.
Go on.
Apparently, our club doesn't have a training ground dog called Win. Yeah, listen, you're making points here. Now, me and you will agree here, Charlotte. You're making absolute fantastic points.
That's classic.
It's bloody, I know, yeah, the dog called Win. Jesus Christ. And you know what as well? We've got a load of merch for it. We've got Christmas merch for it. Honestly, yeah, little Christmas things. You get little reindeer things. And it's like fucking 30, 40 quid.
It's
yeah.
off, isn't it?
It's absolute joking. Yeah, here you are, Hans. Look, you talking to me. Oh, Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro. I love that.
The West Ham shop. I'm not an house. It's absolutely lovely.
Big up, Mama.
You know what I mean? And I've got to say, their prices I didn't think were actually stupid.
Yeah,
they were acceptable. But as you say,
what's that in the West Ham shop?
The Arsenal. If we went to get the same thing at Arsenal,
yeah.
And that would be extra 35 quid.
It's a load of bollocks. So I do a little thing, as you know, called like the merch watch. And our latest one, they had like a varsity sort of baseballish sort of jacket. They come out sort of wearing a picture of it. And it was about 160 quid. I just thought there's just no way on earth you're going to pay that. Well, what do you West Ham sort of store stock? They must sort of do like hiking stuff because it takes a little bit of a fucking mission to get all the way up in the gods, doesn't it, in your stadium? But I'm assuming they're like a camping-esque sort of equipment, you know, like hiking boots, sort of, you know, probably a little cold warmer thing, almost like climbing Everest. Everest getting to the top. I haven't ever been there.
So how do you know that you've got to climb and everything else?
It's funny enough. I have friends that have been there. God forbid.
Maybe
and we've got things called phones as well, and internet. I know. I didn't realise you were
probably
fucking out
height
already.
and had little legs and struggled going upstairs.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. SG, what you saying before? Yeah, Dad, I knew he was going to fucking absolutely take the piss out of my eye all night. Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough. Yeah, absolutely fair enough. I think I should have put an extra pillow up here, shouldn't I, and give myself a little bit of leverage. West Ham has the potential to get better, but their owners are absolutely clueless when it comes to footballing decisions. Lopetegui should be sacked. Go on, I'd let you go on that if you want.
I've got to totally agree. They took the cheap option, getting Lottie in. I'm sorry, it was a cheap option. It's not working out. I don't think it ever was going to. I weren't a fan of his even before, you know what I mean, that his name was ever mentioned.
Yeah, you weren't.
And I hated Moyes even more. I just could not stand him.
Oh, no, don't you have in this. Right. No, you didn't. When they lifted that little St. Johnson's European Paint Trophy, yeah, I was on the phone to you. I went, do you know what? Congratulations, Dad. And you were like, Moisey, go on the boy. I love you, you Scottish legend. Go on then, Moisey. And you even said to me you was going to get Moyes on the back of the latest West Ham top with one for the European trophy. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I'm sorry. There are literally times when I just want to go round his mum's house and slap her.
What? And not for being violent. Yeah, explain yourself because he's not physically.
But how you turned out.
Yeah, I was going to say, elaborate on it. I'm just going to go around there and give her a little strike for no reason. Yeah, evening, Charlotte. Yeah, no, I know what you're sort of saying as well. Just quickly reverting back to the clueless when it comes to footballing decisions. What do you reckon on Lopetegui? How long do you actually think he's going to last in that job? I mean, he's already over his expiry date, isn't he?
I think he'll be gone by summer.
Yeah. You reckon they're going to wait that long?
Yeah, I think they will actually. And I think Kudos is going to go in the summer as well. I don't think it's going to go in the January window. I think Kudos, they're going to give Kudos a little bit of money and get him to wait on and that till summer. And then, they will get some money for him.
Yeah. Well, he's got an 85 release clause, I think, release clause. Something like there. It's there or thereabouts, isn't it?
I still reckon that, he's going to be sold at over 100 million.
No,
I don't.
How can he be sold over 100 million if he's got 85 release clause?
I'm sorry, yeah.
Clause. I don't know why I keep saying clause.
You watch. He will get, what's it called? 105 million for him.
He's got a release clause of 85 million.
But people will pay more because they want him. Can you imagine seeing Liverpool with him?
Yeah, for 85 million if they pay the release clause. Yeah.
I may not be too bright on certain things, but trust me.
He
will get
right the fucking pavement.
They'll get that money for him.
Yeah. No. Look, what you're saying is they'll definitely get the money. Yeah. 100%. And they'll get big money. There's no way they'll accept less than the release clause. There's absolutely no chance of that, mate. No, 100%.
Let's just hope they spend it well.
That's it. Yeah, the Fairs Cup as well. Yeah. See, Charlotte, we've won the Fairs Cup as well as.
What's that?
It's it might not be the most prestigious, but it's still two European trophies.
Winners.
Billy Big Bollocks plastic and 2 dinner plates. Yeah, you know what, Tone? Yeah, look, I kind of knew, you know what I mean, that was going to be called out. Yeah, I'll get him. Yeah, he's having a little laugh in it. Yeah, right. The 2 dinner plates was an absolute joke in it. Let's get it right. I don't think any real fan, do they, count that? You look at what you keep looking at.
No, carry on. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. No, it's absolute nonsense. We'll never, a proper Arsenal fan will never count that sort of history. Almost like, West Ham probably shouldn't really count that trophy as, history. You're
on about the World Cup?
The Johnsons UEFA Cup, yeah.
Oh, sorry. For a second there, I thought you were on about the World Cup.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, because there were a lot of West Ham players in there, innit? I knew you was going to have a little go at that somewhere. What is it? Tone, Charlotte, anyone that's West Ham in the chat, Do you claim, like Dad does, that West Ham won the World Cup in '66? I'm just intrigued because Daddy, he always
claiming
loves
for
that.
years that Arsenal are going to win the league.
Yeah.
So it's more
no,
illusion.
whoa, no.
Me for thinking that West Ham won the World Cup. Are you thinking that Arsenal's going to win the league in the next bloody 10 years? Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. They're going to turn around and go, you know, Arteta, please stay. Here's a bit more money. And he'd go, okie dokie. I have now got a 10-year plan.
What is Spanish?
I can't do Spanish.
I fucking know that. Jesus Christ, that is so evident, mate. Yeah, listen, and you know me, without taking the piss.
Yeah.
Under this manager, I absolutely don't think we'll win anything like that. Maybe we'll win an odd cup here or two, maybe. But
you're what's it called? Getting really proud about the Caribou Club.
I ain't getting really proud about that. I don't know the Caribou Cup.
I heard you yesterday, not yesterday, the other day. You were going like, yeah, well, we got a chance in the Caribou Club. You know what I mean?
We have got a chance in the Carabao Cup. Yeah.
What?
Carabao.
Carabao.
Yeah, the energy drink cup. Yeah.
Where did I get Caribou from?
Aaron's dad, can you diss my club in Deji's voice? Oh, do you know what?
What was it say?
Aaron's dad, can you diss my club in Deji's voice? He don't know. Deji.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. He's a Spurs fan. He's a Spurs fan, and I'll tell you what, he's quite funny. To be fair, I'll give it to Deji. He's funny, but he's thick as fuck. Also, do you know what I mean? His football knowledge. He's a Londoner. Yeah, no, he is funny though. I'll give him that. He's entertaining to watch.
Has he got like an Israeli voice?
No, he hasn't. He's got a London voice, believe it or not, because he's from London.
But he's Spurs.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah. But didn't we both have an Israeli? What's his name? Yossi Benayoun. I'm sure you had him on loan, didn't you, Yossi Benayoun?
No.
I'm bloody sure you did. So I'm sure you did have Yossi Benayoun on loan, mate. I'm certain of it. Absolutely certain of it. Well, Anthony's saying, nice to see a West Ham fan talk sense. Yeah. Tony early goals send me to sleep.
What, I can't see the name.
Anthony, yeah.
Oh,
Anthony, yeah.
Blessings to you, mate. Blessings.
He's good stuff, Anthony. Yeah. And obviously, early doors has acknowledged it. Terence, must be hard having a son who's envious. That's Tone. Tone's dad.
Listen,
it's not. Is it difficult having an Arsenal fan as a son, Papa?
Yes.
Oh, and what makes it so difficult?
It's that acknowledgement that I wake up every morning and I go like, I've still got to love the poor git. You know what I mean? And
or is it just the fact that seeing me in a better shade of red, it reflects a bit of failure for you?
No, you had so many health problems when you were young. Then you stopped growing when you was young, and you know what I'm saying? As much as I see that, I've still got to love him.
Yeah, you do. As much as you loved wearing this shirt, wasn't it?
I feel how embarrassing it is.
He was giddy about it, boys.
He nearly has to ask my grandson to get things out the top shelf.
Yeah, ha. I tell you what, he is a little lanky. Our Tone saying, this is answering my question. Tony Early Doors, F him right, we won the World Cup.
Yes,
you can't say that for sure, yeah. With a wink or whatever it's emoji, yeah.
Listen, it's an acknowledgement emoji. It's like, of course.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I think he's trying to do the Robert De Niro thing, boys. Yeah, you were just like Atateta da Barbie, Atateta. That's what you was doing. He's talking in Spanish. Arteta is saying the Italian. He doesn't sound Italian. I can guarantee you that. He sounds fucking Spanish. I mean, he sounds like I won't say that, but he sounds like a very annoying one. But yeah, I
thought he sounded a bit like Mexican sometimes.
Well, because they fucking speak Spanish in Mexico, Dad. Oh dear. Never mind. Right. Okay. Moving on. Dad, I'm gonna make Granddad wear an Arsenal shirt tonight. Oh look, here you go. Look, what do you reckon on the odds of that? See what you're saying about you having some sense and all that. My son, my boy, has got some sense. See what we all want to see you in the Arsenal shirt again, don't we? Yeah, we're not gonna.
I'll tell you what,
sadly. We've got the memory of it.
Next time you go a pee, and you don't have to call someone to raise the toilet seat for you. Do you know what I mean? I'll put an Arsenal top on again.
Oh dear. SG. Unfortunately, majority of our fan base doesn't have a well-functioning brain. Absolutely on there, brother. They will claim the English Super Cup Community Shield to protect their manager, the Paella Pardew. Yeah, I like that one, the Paella Pardew. I've not heard that one. Yeah,
that's what's it called?
I know you're
I like
that. Yeah. I quite like that, to be fair, actually. I'll give you that.
That's spot on, that is.
Yeah, big up Mama as well in the building. Yeah.
Hey, big up Mama Flossie.
Are you going to stop there saying silly little comments? I see you was doing right up well in Tone's chat yesterday, weren't you? You was having it right hard. That's where I get it from.
No, seriously, I really do try hard, but do you know what I mean? The Book of Woke, you know, I'm sorry, I've just got no bit of PC in me at all. I'm not nasty or anything else, but oh god, it just falls out sometimes. I can't help it. I'm a pub talker, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah, pretty similar. Dazza, how you doing, brother? Dad can't do accents in general, but knows how to work the tail lift. Oh yeah. Well, do you remember when we was moving house? Yeah, I'll tell you what. To be fair, I know Yeah. I'll tell you what, Daz, we was moving house into this place last August, and I asked Dad, and you know what? He's helped me out loads with moving, with sort of helping out the place. I'll give him that. You didn't have a break. Was that when you fell in the bush? Was
no,
it?
No, that done
because
it
you
even
fell
worse.
in the bush. Yeah.
That done it even worse, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't realise why I couldn't raise my arm above my head or anything. And I soldiered on. You know what I mean? I'm an hammer. I soldiered on. You would have been crying. But here's the point. I didn't. I carried on. And then I fell over.
What do you mean you carried on?
Drunk as a skunk. And I went into the hospital 7 months later, and they told me and said, your bloody shoulder's broken.
Yeah, mate, you made a big old deal pressing the fucking button in the Luton van on the tower thing. It was like, oh, son. I thought, I've asked him to come round and give us a hand.
I was stacking in there. I was unstacking.
You were breaking in there as what was happening. Things were fucking it was just a horror show in there. Smash, crash, wallop. I don't know, but he came to help people, and I'm not ungrateful.
Your missus,
he's done a good job.
Ash, do you know something? Yeah, how he's got Ash, I don't know. Yeah, he's the luckiest in the world. Yeah, but put it this way, yeah, she was more than happy that certain things went, and she literally, didn't she, went out and got all new stuff.
Yeah,
I made their day.
Yeah, no, you done all right. I mean, you was, to be fair, I'm being overcritical. You was the best tail lift button presser I have ever moved with. To be fair,
very much.
Like, you know, to be fair, I've got to give you that. Yeah, even Ant's going, that accent was a bit of Welsh, a bit of Welsh Italian. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, a bit of Arteta, the classic Arteta, the Welsh Italian, the sexiest Welsh Italian we know.
Who's that boxer? Do you know, like the Welsh geezer with the old
Calzaghe, maybe? Calzaghe. To be fair, Joe Calzaghe. Yeah.
Did you ever listen to Calzaghe's dad?
But absolute doppelganger for a vocal cord to Mikel Arteta.
I did, but I can see what he means.
Probably not. I don't think anyone has ever sounded like that in the history of vocalness. Deji's Jamaican. I know sort of where he is, but he speaks in a London accent, doesn't he? Yeah, he's there. He's obviously of African descent, but he's raised in London, and obviously his accent, you can tell it. Yeah, Granddad told me he support Arsenal. Yeah, exactly right. You have your dad was Arsenal, your son's Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Just you're sort of sandwiched in between the Gunners, isn't you? He's got a really deep sort of love for Arsenal. I know you have, Dad. We all know it. And yeah, Tone saying just quickly, we bought Yossi. Yeah, I knew he'd played for you boys.
Yeah, you're a grass. I'll tell you what. You're a grass, mate. Can you? Oh, help me out.
I'll tell you what, because I only found this out, and I was going to sort of ask, and any of the West Ham boys in the chat as well, and girls, obviously. Charlotte, apologies for that. Where's my blower? So I was having a little look to see, because I was going to have a little chat about sort of players that played for both of them. How many do you boys think that have played for Arsenal and West Ham over the years? So I was quite intrigued to read a couple of players. Some of them was like, cool.
There's a couple of Arsenal that really finished their careers.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of them. We'll get into that. I'm just intrigued. Just have a little look. He did, and Winterburn, and a bit of Winterburn. You had John Hartson as well. Obviously, in that sort of era, who else was it? You had quite a few of them. But how many boys? I'm quite interested, and we'll get into sort of how many. I'll read out the list of it. I was quite sort of surprised when I sort of read all the players, and some of that you sort of forget. And even do you know what? I just had one into there. I knew you obviously had Flappy Wankski. You've signed him, and you still got him.
I'm sorry.
How have you kept him for nearly a decade? I'll never know.
He's a fantastic goalkeeper. I'm sorry. I still rate him.
Look at that's because you fucking can't see anything.
Look at the mug you got.
The Raya ain't a mug. I tell you what, he's no Alisson or Edison.
I'm not champion.
He's no mug.
His name's gone out of my head. Where did he go? Was it Leicester? Well,
who's that? The old
England
one.
captain.
Not
the England goalkeeper.
Who are you on about? David Seaman.
No, who are you bleeding on about? The one who just left you.
Aaron Ramsdale. He's not the England captain. Yes, sausage.
No, I'm not captain. Goalkeeper.
Yeah. Well, that's Pickford. But like, you're on about Aaron Ramsdale.
He was a lot better than the mug you got
now. No. I totally disagree. To be fair, I totally disagree. But yeah, if anyone sort of knows, you West Ham fans, how many of them? I was quite intrigued, like I said, to go through it, and we'll go through it sort of in a little bit's time. SG, yeah, ethnicity is Nigerian, but born and raised in London. Yeah, I thought so as such. And yeah, but what's them little laughing emojis for? Is obviously linguistic skills in accents. I mean, they are like you said, they are the top shelf, aren't they? Yeah, the linguistic ones. Charlotte said as well. I forgot to mention, Aaron, did Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope you have a good Christmas. Yeah, I'd already said it to you, but again, copy and paste. Likewise, Charlotte, of course, right? I hope everyone in your family has had a good and all in good health. You know what I mean? And you'll have a lovely sort of holidays, my dear. Yeah, what we're saying earlier does. Aaron needs an orange box to reach the top shelf. yeah, you love that, didn't you? Yeah, he loves it. Anything like that. Yeah. You absolutely love it, didn't you? You know,
man, yep.
Absolutely love it.
He's got a little tail lift button by the, like it goes up in the kitchen. It goes to the sink, you know what I mean, and press it so he can get himself through the water. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's usually a can of beer, isn't it? I usually wheel it to the fridge.
Beer out the fridge.
Oh dear. Aaron, did you forget to buy the new Arsenal bomber jacket? Yeah, honestly, Charlotte, I promise you, I will absolutely never wear that bastard bomber jacket. Like, even as a gift, I wouldn't wear it. Like, to be fair, like the varsity jackets, I think they look reasonably smart. It's not really my thing, but 160 quid definitely ain't my thing. I mean, it's no way. Was that?
Yeah, you're a bit young to be wearing like the varsities.
I've kind of gathered, yeah. That's hence the choice not to sort of, well, apart from the 160 quid sort of thing. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit too young for me. Yeah.
You know something, yeah? For the last 9 months, he's been trying to grow like Tash. Something can have a goatee like me. 9 months. It's nearly there. Nearly there.
Yeah, do you know what? To be fair, the beard is a bit shit. It's always sort of been there. It ain't. No.
Keep trying, though.
Moving on. Yeah, no. It's a very weak beard. It is a proper crappy beard. I will concede all points to that. Yeah, I've got nothing to say on that. It's like a teenager's who just got his little bit of bum fluff. Do you know what I mean? And I'm clinging onto it for dear life, hoping that it will ever grow into a beard. But I keep telling myself it's never going to happen.
Do you remember the one that just looked like he had pubes there?
Yeah. I mean, unlike you, I clearly didn't have a massive secret love for Backstreet Boys, so I don't actually know who you're on about, to be fair. But now, at least we all know that you like a bit of Backstreet Boys. I mean, that's something. You learn everything. You learn something new every day, and that's what we learn. Charlotte, Aaron, serious question though. Do you go to Arsenal games week in, week out? Don't blame you if you don't. Modern football stadiums are rip-offs now. So, Charlotte, I actually do have a Arsenal season ticket. I've had it for a few years now. And so home games, naturally, I do go to. That includes Champions League games, FA Cup games, not so much the Carabao sort of cup games, because I've got full-time jobs, etc. I'm not the only one. A lot of people have, but sometimes just doing everything every week just takes it out of me. I've got a young family as well, and it just sort of killed me to do it. I go to a few European Champions League games. Now that we're back there, never going to win it, but I just sort of go, for the experience. And to be fair, they are pretty good. But what about you? Do you manage to get yourself to West Ham games sort of relatively often, do you? I don't know. Have you got a boyfriend that goes? Did dad take you, granddad? Or do you just sort of happy to meet up with friends or something? If you do go, let us know. I'm interested. Sorry, Darren Sullivan, I cut you there, bruv. I'll tear out all day long, up the irons like West Ham. Do you know what? To be fair, with all the sort of banter that sort of goes into it or whatever, I don't mind a bit of West Ham. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. I do like to see them when they don't get relegated every year. Do you know what I mean? I do want them to stay up.
And if I'm honest,
I promise you, I don't want you to get relegated.
Son, and if I'm honest, I still can't stand Arsenal.
Yeah, thanks for the return there, Dad. Appreciate it.
Son.
Don't worry, Aaron's dad. I'm not PC either. I'll call my co-worker a fatty. Oh well, do you know, sometimes people just need hard truths, SG, don't they? Do you know what I mean? And yeah, oh, that's funny as fuck, man. I enjoy that. Try and give us 2 seconds. Let me have this sip. That's tickled me, SG, man. That's funny. Really, really tickled me, you bastard. Yeah, even Tone's having a little giggle, man. Oh, that's funny, man. Anthony Herbert's come up with a little question here. Question: what's better, a cannon or a hammer? Go on, Dad. I'll let. Of course, it is
an hammer. I'm sorry, like, you know what I mean, like the ironworks, an hammer. You look, you get your name from the old Arsenal, isn't it? Like, well, it's not even a good one. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, this is the best badge, mate. Well, facing the right way.
No, look. You know what I mean? Have a look at the cannon you've got, yeah? It's actually, you know what I mean? You probably don't realise this, son, but it was actually a cannon that was first used during the Boer War.
Well, go on, enlighten everyone.
Well, that's all right. I'm just letting you know that's where it's came from. And it was unsuccessful.
Well, I think that is absolute steaming load of bollocks.
It is actually. I just made it
up. You know, thankfully, you know, I might not be a historian like wonderful Jezza, or especially like Kenny.
Yeah.
And you know, even Ant, even Ant, I'll
Jazz.
tell you what, yeah, we love a bit of jazz. Yeah, big up the Jezza. But yeah, I'm not that fucking stupid.
He does know what he's
a hammer
about.
can smash a cannon, yeah. But you know, I mean, a hammer can be absolute blown to bits, can't it? Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Big up Dazza. To be fair, Dad has that Tom Jones vibe at the moment. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Well, you going to sing us a little musical number, are you, Thomas?
Thomas? You know what I mean? Son, I actually have got a really good voice.
Well, you know, I've heard you sing, and, you know, I can confirm it's shit.
Oh, yeah. You tweet when you sing. You know what I mean?
Sweet.
You do. It doesn't matter what you're singing. It comes out like the Birdie song.
I tell you what, we don't have what's our little favourite car sing along? Do you know what I mean? Where's Erasure?
Erasure.
Give a little respect. We like a little bit of that. There's no musical numbers that's going to be going on. Don't worry, I can't stand musicals. But me and Dad, we do like a little sing along in the car, don't we? To a little bit of Erasure. Give a little respect. Taste. Yeah. To be fair, I will absolutely give you that. Yeah. Toffee
your mum gave you your height.
Or did you know? I'm agreeing with you too much here. Do you know what I mean? This needs to change, mate. She did, unfortunately. Jolly green fucking giant over here who thinks he's 9'8" and I'm
not, son. I'm normal. You're not.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, you know, you're having me up here a little bit.
I just keep looking at your feet, Frodo, to see, you know what I mean, how you squeeze them into them.
Trying to pretend I'm a size 7, isn't it?
Yeah, you're trying to. Is that what you are? Size 7?
I'm a size 10.
Don't lie. Look. Have you seen this? Oh, 1 minute. That is so cute.
What are you going to do? Do you want me to put it on there and give it a little manicure and a pedicure?
It's like that. You know, oh, look.
Little hooves.
It's got the,
Winterburn, right, Hearts and Lundberg.
It's got ladybird. It's got ladybird trainers. Oh,
yeah,
that is so cute.
No, they're big boy trainers. They're for big boys. Honestly, my mum told me I'm a big boy.
You told a few people that, trust me.
Yeah. Shame the missus don't know, isn't it?
Fun? No, it's a different shit.
It's a penis joke.
I don't have a missus.
Yeah, I know you don't. You know, you're a free
but
spirit.
Here's the thing, I still get more than you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that. You know, just out of respect for my missus. You know, and to be fair, the daughter-in-law that you love so much. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, you should. Yeah.
And I just love the way she keeps you hanging for it. Like new shoes.
I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm not gonna comment on that.
You know what was the last one?
Don't forget Brady. We'll come through it. But how many boys? And you know, we got early doors in here as well. How many? 31. 31 in total it is. I'll go through them, yeah? I'll go through the players.
You got
Yeah, 31. I'm telling you, I couldn't
going
believe it.
either way.
Yeah, that play for both teams. I honestly couldn't believe it, right? So
Then.
give me 2 seconds. I've got some there. Right, so we're starting off from the top, yeah? So the players that play for both Arsenal West Ham, Jeremy Aliadier, Almunia, Benayoun, Bentley, Lewis Barmorte. I totally forgot about Barmorte. Marwan Shamak, Shannon Cook, Anouk Denton, Kabadiawara. Now that's one I couldn't believe it when I was reading through this because I remember. I mean, some of the older ones. Well, I think he come to Kabadiawara was at Arsenal, in 1998, and then went to U-Lot in 2000. And I remember Arsene Wenger brought him on. I can't remember what game he brought Kabadiawara on, but it was at Highbury, and I think it was for his debut. Yeah. And he come on, and he was absolutely fucking shocking, mate. Like, I mean, absolute terrible. And even at that age, in 1998, I was only, 9, I think, maybe, or something like that. Or 98, was it? Oh, no, I was 11.
You've been 11, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
no, I was 9. Sorry, yeah, no, I was 9. Wow, the maths, 1998.
Oh, 98, 2001, 2000.
And even at 9, I could diagnose a player in the midfield, and he was just absolute fucking shocking, man. And I can't believe he went to U-Lot, man. Jesus Christ! But after that, you had Ruby Doe, Lisa Evans. I'm assuming this is women's as well, obviously. Yeah, fair enough. I'll try and I'll read them all out anyway. Lucas Fabianski,
actually
Melissa.
Player.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that she was. Yeah. No, that she was. Big up Hannah.
She's up Reading now.
So you got Ruby Grant, John Artson. You've got Hal Hussein, Cole Jenkinson. I forgot he went there. Yeah. Cole Jenkinson. Yeah, good old Jenko. Henry Lansbury. He was another failed sort of Arsenal one. Yeah, what's that?
I did like Arson.
Arson was good, mate. Yeah.
He played like a geezer.
Yeah, he was a geezer, wasn't he? Yeah, I like John Artson. Yeah, obviously Freddie Lundberg answered earlier. Freddie Lundberg, Mavropanos obviously still plays there now for you boys. Samir Nasri, I forgot he'd had it. Was it a little loan or a short spell? Was it?
No, he went there.
Well, it like SG. He was a fatty, wasn't he, when he went there? SG, wasn't he? Yeah, he loves that. He was a bit of a fatty when he went there. Obviously, you had Lucas Perez as well. Sorry, I just said Samir Nasri. Alexandra Song, I forgot that he went there. And I was quite surprised at that. Matthew Upson. Jack Wilshere, Winterburn, right, and Davos Tuka. I thought Davos Tuka went there as well.
Was a good buy for us. So a lot of people may disagree, but you know, what I mean, I think he was another lad who battled. He wasn't the most bloody skilled player in the world.
Oh, Matty Upson, you're talking about?
But he would give it some. Do you know what I mean? And
I didn't mind Upson, but he was never Arsenal quality. He was West Ham quality, but he was never Arsenal quality.
You like getting that one, didn't you?
Never Arsenal quality.
Arsenal quality.
Yeah. I mean, if you naturally notice, it was only Declan Rice that decided to go up there, wasn't it? Really, you know.
He's won.
If you're going to be honest,
and he's won what? One minute. He's the kind of. Yeah, I want to win trophies, and he goes to Arsenal. Oh my God. You're laughing,
yeah. No, it's funny. Yeah. They all say that though, don't they? I almost thought of when Declan.
I can see him.
You really fucking won't be winning trophies, mate. You poor sod.
He's going to be off. I'm seriously, because you can see how uncomfortable he is with Arteta.
Big up to you, man.
He doesn't like Arteta. They don't. Like
it's because he's playing him out of fucking position.
Completely.
So I was on with Tone last night, yeah. So I regurgitate sort of the point that I'm making. They play him out of position because Declan Rice is not a bloody left eight. I don't care who's going to sort of say to me, Kenny Ken disagrees on it. He thinks he is a left eight. I'm sorry, he's not. You can see in the points that I made last night was, you know, he spent a lot of his youth career at centre back. And you can sort of see that he's a centre back rather. I'll start talking English in a sec. A centre back that's, you know, gone into the midfield rather than, you know, a midfielder or of any sort of attacking or box to box sense that's sort of deep in. You know, like you see a lot of players, don't they, when they get sort of a little bit older, they sort of step back a little bit and go into that sort of defensive sort of midfield. You can sort of see that he hasn't come from that. He's always been a defender.
Do you know something? He had a brilliant season last season, and you wouldn't have been saying that last season, if I'm perfectly honest. So at the moment, I think you're doing the old chimney bit there. This season, he hasn't really produced for Arsenal what he really did last season. So you're having a go at him. Look, he's unhappy at Arsenal. You know what I mean? That's no excuse not to play, because I really hate that when I hear players go,
yeah, I wouldn't say unhappy.
Like the manager, look how much fucking money you're getting paid. Don't tell me that you don't want to play because he's upset my feelings.
Yeah.
Get
No,
that.
look, I get all of that. Yeah, that's sort of
Mm.
No, I'm totally with you. But like, I just think sort of if you're gonna, he's got Thomas Partey there, who's got 6 months left on his deal.
Yeah.
He's got Jorginho there, who just needs to go because his legs are absolutely gone. I don't know why he's not playing Declan Rice there. I get Thomas Partey's sort of been good, but if you're going to invest that much on it, but now because Thomas Partey's fit, you're going to play him over there.
Mm.
Let's not get it right. When we signed him, Thomas Partey was fit last season. Wasn't fit for a lot last season. So Declan Rice was played in his natural position. Guess what? He kept getting man of the match after man of the match after man of the match. Why? Because he's fucking played in central defensive mid as 6. It's not fucking hard, is it? You know what I mean? Dad, you agree with me? I know, innit? You're with me.
Listen,
It's not hard.
That Arsenal,
you Welsh
a
Italian.
few players in, that whose names you can pronounce after you've had a beer. Now, was it Jimenez, Jorginho? What was his name?
Jorginho, yeah.
What's his first name?
Oh wow, I don't actually know. It's gone out of my head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You try to pronounce it after a beer.
Yeah, why is it gone out of my head?
We pronounce things different after a beer. And it's totally true.
Slightly different.
Like
Yeah,
we
you
used to
pronounce
sing,
them like Welsh fucking Italian.
Di Canio. We used to slow it down. Pablo Di Canio.
Pablo?
Yeah.
Or Paolo?
Listen, I used to say bloody Pablo, mate.
Well, you've been saying it wrong for a very fucking long time.
I know.
Paolo Di Canio.
I know it is. I know
Tone,
it is.
you're defending this.
No, seriously, because
it's
after
fucking
you've
Paolo.
had a beer.
Well, so you've been having a beer for the last 30 fucking years, have you?
Hello.
He's having a beer for the last 30 years, have you
not
been?
pronounce it as I want.
Yeah, it's still getting over my old dear, isn't it? That's what it is.
Oh my god.
That'd take a few more.
Mind you, with the amount of weight she's
You know-
put on, it'll take me a while to climb over the top of that. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? Jesus shit.
Oh dear, Aaron. Your dad said he's getting you a step ladder for Christmas, 15 treads on it to get to the top shelf. And I need a telescopic one, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One that's got a bit more than 15 treads. You
know,
love that, didn't you?
Do you know,
You love it, didn't you?
can I just say something?
Go on,
Even
then.
the telescopic looks big in his hands. You know, even before you kind of extend it, it's like that on his shoulder, and he's underneath to one side,
Do you know what?
so it don't drag along the floor.
Do you know what it's like? It's like, do you remember Little Britain, where he'd have something big and he'd pass it to the little geezer, and it was gigantic in its hand.
He was trying to pitch
What was that? What was his? It was what it is. Yeah. That was hilarious. That's what it's like for me, isn't it? You pass it over there. Yeah. Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
That's what it's like having him as a son.
Oh, here we go. We got a beard comment. Yeah, cheers, mate. Do you know what I'm trying to? Everyone's got the fucking Tony going on. You got the goatee. I've got the pretend goatee going on. We all want to look like you, Tony, a porn star.
I can cut this off, yeah.
Terence has no beard. He's sprayed on there. Yeah, you can't say that. Aaron's missed bit.
A couple days later, it's just there again. I'm just so proud of you.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? Honestly, brother, I didn't know this. That my dad is a secret Backstreet Boys fan. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't believe that. You know, Backstreet's back. All right. Dun-dun-dun.
Do you know, with the amount of product he's got on his hair, he's probably been up.
Product, it's fucking what? Yeah, mate. It's definitely no Backstreet Boys in for me, mate. Yeah, not for me. I'm more of an NSYNC kind of guy.
Who knows?
I don't have a fucking clue. I know Britney Spears fucked one of them. Darren Sullivan, yeah, was you there when Frank fell over, Terence? You might get the reference. I'm not actually too sure. Yeah.
No, I was not.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that on TV. Yeah.
What's it called? They still show it on YouTube.
Oh, is it? Are you dreaming of a Frank Lampard just like the one at Ellen Road?
Oh, who's that? Who's that? What? Oh, no. I don't want him.
Yeah, finally, yeah, go on and get some pelters to fucking dad. Big Aaron Senior. See, that's what it's all about.
No.
Yes, I get it. Yeah,
he got thrown into Chelsea too early.
Who's that? Who's that? Fat, as SG would say, Fatty Frank.
Listen, he needs to gain some experience in that. It was just miles too early for him, and I don't know. I don't think I'd want him at West Ham. Seriously, I don't think I'd want him there for another 10 years.
Look, Yesser, big up Yesser, brother. And if you haven't already, go give him some love. He's got his own channel. Yeah, look, big up Aaron and Aaron Senior. That's how it should be, mate. Aaron Senior. You right there, mate?
You know,
you're just Aaron Senior, mate. I like that, yes, sir,
Would
man.
you-
I knew I liked you, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do
I
you-
knew I
Yeah,
liked
so
you,
let me
bro.
tell you this. Yeah. Do you know why he's called Aaron? Because his mum wouldn't allow me to call him Elvis.
Yeah, but I'm openly saying, I would have
Do you
been,
know what I mean?
I
Like-
would have been,
It would have been Elvis.
Elvis Knowles. Fucking up! Don't step on my size 4 blue suede shoes, isn't it? Don't step on my size 4 shoes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You were that far away from being Elvis,
Yeah,
and then your
fuck's sake,
mum
yeah.
sobered up.
Yeah, so Elvis obviously being Elvis Aaron Presley, hence why I'm called Aaron. I love a little bit of Elvis, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Right.
So I'm quite proud of the reference, man. Elvis is Elvis is an absolute fucking legend. Not pioneers
You're like
of
the
music.
Elvis mini me, really. aren't you?
Mini Elvis.
You know what I mean? Like
Melvis. Little mini
Melvis.
little mini Melvis.
Oh mate, I've got to get you
Little
some
Melvis.
suit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, get me the old white one.
What's that?
What's that? Go on. All right, go on. Let's have a little go. Go on. How do you do an Elvis impression? Come on. Yeah, obviously you
I
got the
don't,
fucking
sir.
numero uno. Yeah.
I don't,
No,
sir.
you just do
But-
fucking Italian Welsh impressions, didn't you? Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
apologies for
badly.
that. Yeah, extremely fucking badly. Yeah. Tone. Yeah. Washington song. Yeah. Mally, how you doing, brother? Big up, mate. First time I think I've seen you in the chat. Big up. Pops is saying he's not even saying big up me. You know, cheers for that, Mel. Yeah, everyone's giving you some love, Tekka.
Right,
What's going on,
mate.
mate? What's going on, Dad? Evening, sorry, there's a couple of people saying, yeah, Lansbury, was Lansbury's MLS last time I checked. Is he still going? Is he Henry Lansbury? Jesus Christ, man. That's madness.
Right.
Aaron, yeah, now Anthony's getting to the point which I was saying to you.
Right.
Anthony Herbert, the fucking legend.
Yeah.
Aaron, all of them were rejects as well. You know, all of the Arsenal players that went to West Ham. Because we didn't want them. Apart from one of them, Declan Rice, wasn't it?
Well,
But
listen,
don't worry about it. Do you know what I mean?
mate.
You know, they had to go
Trust me,
somewhere,
Joe,
didn't
I've
they?
got friends
And
out
they didn't want to
But
go
I-
quite down to the championship,
I-
but they wanted to go one step above it. You know, nearly getting relegated
I
every
still
season,
think
didn't they?
that Upson was a good buy.
Yeah, well, look, there's been a couple of good little buys in there. Yeah,
Mm.
I can see that paint on the ceiling now. And do you know what? Yeah, Anthony's grill paint. Do you know what? Right in the corner over there. Can you see it? Well, I've hit the roller with the blue. Well, I don't know about your fucking.
Well, no, it was me that painted
your
the ceiling
goggles.
there.
No, but it was me that done the grey, wasn't it? And I fucking nicked a bit of grey on there.
Yeah.
And fucking Anthony's fucking Hawkeyes over there. Do you know what I mean? Bristolian fucking Hawkeyes sees absolutely everything. I was on stream with him last night. It was like, that don't look quite level. And there's a little bit that's running out that says it's level. Do you know my bookcase? Because I haven't fixed it yet and lifted it
The
up.
trouble is,
Fucking Ant was
he
like that.
he lasers things 300 times. This way, that way, this way. Oh, God knows what. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
because
looks
I'm
like he's doing one of their
precise.
dances. You know what I mean? Vogue dances.
Because I'm fucking precise. You know, it's all about lasering. Do you know what I mean?
No,
It's
whereas
like the old school days where
Jesus,
you'd have it on a string,
we
wouldn't
go
you?
like, does an apple roll? No, it doesn't. It's fucking level.
Mate,
then.
Trust me, if I trust your bloody goggles and anything in this house, we'd be fucking walking uphill, fucking downhill. Jesus Christ, going, you cannot even argue against that either. We'd be fucking going up, down, up, down. It'd be like fucking waves.
Yeah, my grandchildren will be having a lovely time, man.
Mate, honestly, like the car is a calf's nightmare if we fucking let you fucking eye anything through. But yeah, big up. Well, what Anthony was saying, 15 likes. And if you're here already, drop us a sub. Drop us a little like on the stream. It's absolutely free and it only takes 2 seconds to do. And big up for everyone being here and for everyone that was here, has been here, will be here and watches it on catch up. Hope you all have a lovely Christmas as well. So big up, big up, Anton. Aaron, how many Arsenal players won the World Cup with France in 1998? So you had Petit, Patrick. What are you? So you had obviously Petit, Patrick Vieira, Robert Pires, Thierry Henry. Con, are you trying to catch me out with a little sneaky hidden French one? I'll come back to that because
No,
I don't want to.
that's actually a piss take in itself.
What's that?
Saying like Arsenal would have won the.
Oh no, we didn't have Thierry Henry in
French
'98. No, we didn't.
They're
We
saying
didn't.
that
We
you
didn't
won
sign him
the
until
World Cup.
'99. Sorry about that.
Arsenal
Gotcha.
won the
And
World
Robert
Cup.
Pires.
But
Oh
for
Jesus!
France.
I've shot the gun here. I've
We've
I've
done
been
it
Barry
for England.
Wigan. No. We didn't have any of them at all. We had Patrick Vieira and Petit. Why have I said fucking Pires and Thierry Henry? Cancel that. I'll never know. I don't know whether Gilles Grimondi, what Williams, probably the France squad. I
No,
don't
you
know.
did have another player
Another
that was
French
there,
squad.
actually.
I feel horribly like we
Yeah, you had a
sort of do
defender.
have.
You had a
But
defender.
at the time, obviously, I've said, like for Arsenal players in history that would have been in that will include Robert Pires and things like that. But
Jesus
current
Christ.
Arsenal players, you would have had Pires, you'd have had Petit, Patrick Vieira. I don't think Gilles Gramondi would have made that squad if he was even still there in 1998.
You had it.
Nah, it wouldn't have been a defender. Nah, not in 98 because we still had English backline pretty much, didn't we? Yeah. But we would have still had that. Yeah. Pick up. I'm dying here. Usually at my expense, brother. I don't mind a little bit of that. It's a bit of Christmas fucking banter, in it. Do you know what I mean? Little Britain class comedy. Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune, innit?
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, do you remember what was it? Was it that we done the old fucking what was it? Done the was it he was a very naughty man. He's gone and killed another man. Do. I can't remember. What's that? The Shakespeare one, I think, or something like that. Oh, fucking hilarious, mate. I'm not the best at reactions either, as you can probably tell. I'm not impressions, rather reactions. Nah. Banter FC, Man United, or Spurs? Who takes the crown? Who takes the crown for you? Because I know who takes the crown for me.
With a passion.
Yeah, everyone does. They are hated.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I hate Millwall more, but as it goes, they've never really been in the same league as us for a long time. Right?
Yeah.
So it's just natural to hate Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah. Now for me, obviously, for Spurs, I think it's a full house, and in the chat as well, and people in the comments. So later on, I always go back and I respond to all the comments. Write to me, who's your banter FC? Manchester United or Tottenham? Write in the comments, man. For me, it's always going to be Tottenham. They are an absolute laughing stock. Do you know what? They last won the Carabao Cup, the league title, Carabao Cup title, sorry, in 2008. Juan de Ramos, Woodgate, last winner. And then they won the FA Cup in 1991, but Arsenal won the league that year. What did you win in 91? Nothing. And I think then they won the League Cup in 1999 with George Graham. Yeah, like that one. Yeah, you love it. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
And
Charlotte
you won the league last year. When?
Yeah, in 2004. What about you?
2004.
What about you, actually? I'm glad you brought that up. I was hoping that you didn't fall into that trap. Because when did you last win the league? Papa. Yeah. I thought it was a bloody long time ago. Yeah. Charlotte, I'm an electrical engineer, is what I do. I used to build loft conversions, but unfortunately, COVID happened. Yeah, so that kind of fucked my business up.
That restricted his height.
No, it weren't. But then, like you said, you bought me a ladder, didn't you? You know what I mean? So that also sort of helped. And Herbert saying, Father Knowles, can you give us your Ray Winston impression? Where's your tool? What tool? This fucking... Oh, come on. You've got to do that. Yeah. Come on, give the impression.
Where's your tool?
What tool?
This fucking tool. Yeah. Loving it.
Give the people what they want, innit? Yeah. Oh, you nearly fucking clipped me hooter and all there.
I'm sure you've got your mum's nose as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, fucking you. I'll tell you what, you and I ain't got no fucking perfect fucking nostrils either, son.
Well, I'm coming on to 60.
Yeah, it's fucking Sylvan Wheel Tour. Yeah, that's really frustrating to me, man. Yeah. I knew there was another player. I didn't think he was in defence. I always knew that I was having a little miss of one. I'd have come back, and if I spent a little bit more time, I didn't want to. You wasn't. Sylvan Wiltord wasn't a bloody defender.
What was he?
We played him on the wing, but we bought him predominantly as a striker. But when we actually had strikers, we had Henri, Bergkamp, Kanu, and Wiltor at one stage. The latter two would walk into this side
name and called him Wilfred.
Yeah,
remembered him.
Yeah. Wilfred, love it. You bless your little old ears, innit? Yeah. Well, little. Bless your ears. Gold. The grandkids would love it. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Yeah, young Master Terence, innit? Yeah. Young Mars, I love it, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to you for being in the chat. No. The kids are good. They're all right, man. They're good kids. Darren Sullivan. I was thinking of Frank Lampard Senior semi-final goal for Everton when the ball came over and Frank fell over and scored.
Oh, wait. I think I know what you're on about. I was going back a long time as well.
A long time ago, yeah. Well, you were fucking definitely alive for it, so don't try and get out of that. Do you know what I mean?
I think that was actually what's it called, 70s.
Darren's pretty sharp with his knowledge. I'm out this game, mate. I generally ain't got sort of a clue. You know what I mean? I'm not really with sort of West Ham and other knowledge of football in the 70s, 80s, things like that. I'm found wanting with my knowledge. I'm sort of more only Arsenal based, but yeah.
It's the 70s. I spent outside of Thomas a Beckett, parked in cars.
Was
I
you?
was only a kid, yeah. You know what I mean? You used to-
Parking cars or stealing cars?
No, we used to
Well,
mind
yeah,
cars.
yeah. I love the fact
It
how
was-
you reshape
the
these
Tom-
little
no, the
words.
Thomas
We were
Specky,
just there
yeah.
parking
No,
cars.
it
I
was-
was only a kid.
it was
So
a pub and a
basically, you were
boxing.
fucking stealing cars.
No,
It's
no.
what you were doing. You were
Pub and
stealing cars.
boxing, and a lot of the nastiest people in bleeding London used
Yeah.
to go along there and make up. And we used to mind their cars.
Yeah.
If we didn't, we'd throw a brick through their windows.
As you do. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Charlotte, again, it's coming out with a belt of a question here, yeah? And I'll let you go first. Aaron, Dad, thoughts on the list of managers to replace Lopez or Flopategui? Allegri, Contichao, Potter, Terzic, Schmidt, Xavi, Mancini, Lowe, Ten Hag, Southgate. All free agents, as she's quite rightly saying.
You know, son,
and we don't pay anyone out. It's a great
as
question.
you know,
It's a
you've
great
got
question,
German
Charlotte.
roots.
Big up for that.
as you know, with your German roots, but with mine, I would actually go Schmidt. I'm sorry. I think it's it'll be a good option for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with and I said this on Tony's last night. I'm going to go with Xavi. Yeah, and the reason sort of is I know one of the fellas on there last night, I think it was E20, sort of said it might be too sort of big for him. But what you got to remember is, you know, he obviously won the Liga, I think, in the first season, but he sort of went out with a bit of a whimper in the second season. He's been unemployed. To be fair, you know, all banters aside, do you know what I mean? Like, you've got a board that will give you a couple of quid to spend, though you don't fucking spend it in the right way. Yeah. And I'm sure we'll come on to that. But like, I don't know. I think of Xavi, and I think, do you know what? If he wanted to humble himself a little bit, you know, and start with a solid Premier League
they didn't allow him to. He weren't allowed to buy the players that he wanted.
Yeah,
it was dictated to him like. You are having a this, man. You are having a that.
Oh, here he goes again. And what
Welsh Italian.
now? Yeah. But yeah, now, what about you, Charlotte? What who would you sort of take out of them? I'm quite interested. Let's know. Darren Sullivan, yeah, to the song "Dreaming of a White Christmas." He loves it. Arteta to West Ham. Oh, now there is something I will get on board with. Yeah. I think Arteta would do a quite a good job at West Ham, though. And you'd like him. You'd get to have your little banners of he's the sexiest Spaniard or you know, sexiest Italian Welsh geezer we know. Perfect eyebrows, Mr. Universe. He's gorgeous.
This is another one of them times where I'm disappointed.
I know you would. I know as much as you loved wearing this t-shirt, you'd love Mikel Arteta at your club, wouldn't you?
He'd get confused, you know, if you gave him chewing gum.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Your Spanish is on.
He hasn't got a clue, has he? Though. Come on, let's be honest.
No.
But you was praising his arse the other day, weren't it?
I was praising Mikel Arteta's arse. Do fucking elaborate.
He actually playing on a good player. He made a good.
Yeah. I was like that. Arteta, well done. I was just gobsmacked. He fucking made some form of a tactical decision. He played Martinelli on the right hand side. Mario,
and that's why he done. Well, that's what I'm not too sure. But
Mario Arteta, isn't it?
Whoever even like
Mario Arteta.
You'll go on and play.
That's it. He's Mario Arteta now, isn't it? Mario Arteta, the sexiest Italian we know. Madness, yeah. West Ham, rah. Bubble. Do you know what? Yeah. How many bubbles was you blowing the last two home games that you played Arsenal the last two seasons? How many bubbles do you reckon were blown fondly?
What's it called?
Because if I can remember, I can quite remember,
so you
last season, pants were pulled down 6-0.
That you actually beat us in every game. Because I think you.
Actually, go on. Yeah, you go first. Go on. No. Go on. No. I won't fall in the trap. Go on, you go.
The Arsenal show. So
no. Go on. What was it that you beat us in? Because
apart from the league.
No. What cup was that? Was that the Carabao Cup that you slated so much and then got knocked out in the next round in? That one, you mean? That's the one you're on about, was it? All right, okay. So that means absolutely nothing my end. But when we talk about you, and then you got knocked out anyway. Right. But you beat us 3-1, you know, with our second team sort of out. And then when it sort of came to a little bit of a...
And then we just went and won a European trophy, didn't we?
Well, that's the season before, to be fair. But you know, what about that 6? You didn't win it last year.
Yeah.
What about that 6-0? What about that 6-0?
Yeah.
What about that 5-2?
Yeah.
What about that 13-2 on aggregate? How did that make you feel?
I didn't feel.
How many bubbles were you blowing on them days?
I just thought bastards.
I mean, to be fair, I have to come round and help you out, and wipe your chin when you sort of. So you do blow natural bubbles, sort of from there, But I'm a good son, everyone. I come round and I'm like that. Oh, Dad, you're dribbling again, for fuck's sake. Come on, I'm good.
Listen,
he does blow bubbles, just not in the stadium.
I will forever be blowing bubbles. You know what I mean? And it is the thing. The next time asked me to babysit for my grandchildren, he's coming back home, and they're going to be in a West Ham top, yeah, singing "Oh, forever blowing bubbles." It's going to happen.
Yeah. Do you know what?
It's going to happen.
Casey's saying again, and this is why my boy's got a good bit of sense. This is why he's Arsenal and not West Ham. Dad, we want Arteta out. We absolutely do, my boy. Darren Sullivan, keep that fraud away from my club. Yeah, Charlotte, I didn't think you'd be too happy with him. And sorry, as he carries on to say, he's just PR nonsense to woo our board with his PR. My dear, you are fucking hitting home runs. It's exactly right. That's what he does, Charlotte. That's all he can do. Honestly, that's all he is just PR nonsense. He does press conferences, and the only thing he talks loads, but doesn't fucking say a single word.
That's actually very well said.
Yeah,
he can. I've never understood the bloody word. What he's on about. He just beats about the bush without answering a direct question.
He does, and honestly, what he says. I mean, you started off by saying, you know what I mean, and West Ham fans in the chat were basically saying, the fact that he claims in press conferences that the Community fucking Shield is a trophy says everything about his Community Shield. Do you know what I mean? You're having a nice little look, are you? You're hoping and dreaming.
I was just hoping to see. I was just wanting to see that
away from my
acknowledgement of their two shields were on your top or not.
What about the acknowledgement of actually this shirt was over your shoulders? What about that, Father?
Yeah, listen, I'm a West Ham.
What about that, hey mate?
I am. It means I know how to suffer.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, well, you was with my mum for fucking over a decade. I mean, you definitely know.
Not with her for a decade.
Tone, sorry, just quickly hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Big up, Tone. Yeah, big up, fella. Hendo, yeah, Graham Potter would do well at West Ham. What do you reckon on Graham Potter? Would you have him, Papa? No. You wouldn't? And absolutely, why? I reckon he would do well. I'm sorry.
Tell me what makes you think he would do well. What?
Look, I mean, well, for a start, look at what he'd done. Was it Ushkistons? He done that. I know that. That was a mad league, but he really done well. I think he got him in their first league titles or whatever, and then in the Europa League or whatever at Ushkistons. At Brighton, he was fantastic. He weren't really given the time at Chelsea. That's a bit of a patch, but
another Moyes. He consistently builds from the back. There's no.
I disagree with that. He plays better football than Moyes.
I'm sorry. We've got rid of Moyes. Why bring in Moyes Mark II?
Nah, I've got to disagree with you there. No, West Ham fans, would you have Potter? I don't know. I've got to. Do
you know what I'm saying? Probably who will, but what you asked was my
bum bubbles machine.
I wouldn't.
What's that?
I wouldn't have him.
No, you're right. I'm just quite surprised you wouldn't have. To be fair, no. Bristol City knocked West out of the FA Cup last season. Oi. What do you think about that?
Hey, is that what he sounds like, actually?
Well, he's from Bristol. He's obviously, isn't as crap as my accent. You know what I mean? He's Bristol mate. But he's a proper fucking lad, Arsenal fan, mate. And I'll tell you what, he's fucking treble clued up, mate. I'll give Anthony that. He's fucking treble clued up, mate.
Bristol.
Yeah. He knows his fucking shit, Anthony, mate. He fucking really does. And
my sister still goes there and does missionary work,
What's that?
Goes to Bristol missionary work, yeah.
Missionary work?
Yeah.
Well, steady on, love. You know what I mean? Steady on, love. Early doors. That 6-0 means nothing because you didn't win the Prem. Yeah, rah. But do you know what? When you've got a father who supports West Ham, Tone, ha, not rah, ha. It does mean a little bit. My friend. Yeah, don't mess with me. Casey's on the phone. And I'm not wearing a smelly West Ham top. Yeah, exactly. You tell him, Case. He's not, Bubbles might like it. Yeah. What's he? Granddad, this is why you can't. This is why you can support Arsenal. Casey's obviously he's having his little thing. Yeah. Southgate incoming for Sullivan. What do you reckon on Southgate? That's a great point. Quick.
With me?
What's that?
I wouldn't have him.
What's that? You wouldn't have him?
No, I bloody wouldn't.
Oh, he's tailor-made for West Ham Southgate.
Yeah, babe.
Oh, he's absolutely tailor-made for him, mate.
I know. No.
Honestly, yeah, I can, that is an absolute fucking perfect fit.
I
Do
don't
you know
think
that?
I don't think there is one Emma out there that would want Southgate.
I don't know. I just sort of reckon. I reckon that'd be sort of kind of perfect, mate. And sorry, Tony's saying no. Yeah, absolute no. Tone, I've got to disagree with you, bruv. I actually reckon it'd be a perfect fit. No, I think it's a match made in heaven, mate.
Yeah, we'd have. The trouble is, we have got the dickhead patrol at the Hammers. Yeah, and what they do is, you know what I mean, like they go along there to watch the team, but they don't support the team. I know that sounds stupid, yeah, but they would then be starting to wear, you know what I mean, like that. What's that stupid things he bloody wears? Southgate.
Well, what is wasn't that? It's not fucking cardigans. Was it cardigans?
Not cardigans.
Yeah, waistcoat. That's
waistcoat.
What it is. Yeah.
Well, we'd have. Do you know what I mean? Why don't you get in Arsenal? Because then they can merchandise it.
Look, mate, Aces has hit the nail on the head here. Yeah. Look, he can wear a maroon and navy suit. I can fucking see it now. Mate, if it don't happen, it's a crime across humanity. If Southgate don't turn up against West Ham, mate. It's a crime against humanity, mate.
I used to respect a lot of what he said.
Yeah. Here we go. Look, Tony, you liar. You love Southgate. Do you know what, mate? So, Anthony, I'm so glad you said that. I can see Tone being a real secret little Southgate fan.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sure I've even heard him say on streams, you know, Southgate's been the best England manager we've had since Alf Ramsey. I'm sure you boys have said that. And Dad said it as well, you know, absolute giddy.
Can you believe this?
They're Southgate giddy, these lot.
And Tone, you invite him on your stream as well, don't you? And you're now the evidence of what a bloody liar he is.
Nah, look, here we go. Everyone's saying it in the stream. SG, big up, my brother. Southgate is perfect for West Ham. Imagine him blowing bubbles for the introduction video. Oh, it'd just be fantastic. Do you know what I mean? He can blow his little bubbles wearing his little fucking claret and fucking blue suit. Do you know what I mean? And his little waistcoat with little bubbles on it.
I want to go around and slap your mum.
Yeah. You know. Well, you were 50% of the cause of me. Do you know what I mean? So you can't just blame her. You got 50% blame yourself. But what you can do, Dad, and what everyone needs to remember is you can 100% blame yourself for me being an Arsenal fan. And I'm fucking glad you ballsed up. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. I never actually tell you.
I needed.
Do you know what? I never tell him, right? I never tell you how much I love you for not making me a West Ham fan. Do you know what? And there's people, you heard it first. I love my dad, and I'm so glad he saw it in his wonderful heart that he thought, do you know what, son? I won't put you through the misery and fucking hell following this football club like I have. Why don't you go and support some Arsenal? And well, it ain't all roses over here as well. I just want to say thank you. That's what a dad does, you know. They want him to be, you know, a little bit better and not to be as little bit as bad and a little bit hurt as what they've gone through, you know. And I'm just glad. I'm really glad that you've done that for me, mate. Really glad. There you go. See, I'm a good son. Thank you, Dad. See, you took one for the team there. Thank you very much for letting me don this badge. And I love you for it, mate. And Merry Christmas as well to you, Daddy. Merry Christmas.
Yes, thank you very much. It's the first time you said that.
Yeah, no, it will be, especially, you know what I mean? Yeah, as long as you don't start falling them fucking hedges again, do you know what I mean? And coming out like a fucking cat's claw, Joe, you'll be all right.
Just need you now to send me a fucking, what's it called? Message saying Merry Christmas.
Send you to
but see if you can do it without spell check.
Send you to a home? What? Early doors. Aaron, we know why you're a Gunners fan. Clearly deluded. I'm not top gooner, Tone. I'm not top gooner, Tone. I can't have that. Yeah, no, I'm not top gooner. We'll end up having the chemicals in his mouth because of them teeth. Yeah, 100%. Early doors football, having a little gig. Yeah, Granddad said he likes Arsenal. Yeah, see, look, even the sun's coming on it, mate. Yeah, I can imagine Aaron said, I love Southgate shirt under his West Ham kit. Trust me, mate, it's already under his West Ham. It's already in the works. Honestly, yeah, I promise you. I'll get him a waistcoat. If Southgate, come on, right? Look this. Are you that confident that Southgate won't turn out to be a West Ham fan?
He's not gonna.
Would you wear a Southgate claret and blue waistcoat on stream next time, if he was to be a manager, would you wear it just because you don't think he's going to be there? Yes, he. All right, tell you what, we'll make it happen, SG. We'll get Dad a little waistcoat, a little West Ham waistcoat with Southgate comes into the game, and it'll have Southgate's face on it. I'll customize it. I'll do it, mate. Yeah, we'll make it happen. Yeah.
This is what I have to put out with.
We'll make it happen. But what I'm going to do, people, is I'm going to wrap it up there because of the time. I do hope that you've enjoyed me and Dad having a little laugh on stream. It won't be the last time. You know, we're going to do something in the at the end of the season, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? We'll have something at the end of the season. We'll have a little
nursing you after you've lost it.
None of us will win anything. That's the point. None of us have won anything. There's going to be no successes. It's just going to be us having a little laugh at both of us at our expenses. Arsenal and West Ham, both of us are fucking shit, didn't we? Let's actually get that right. We can agree on something. At the minute, we are both shit. But listen,
our fans aren't deluded.
I mean, to be fair, I can't argue with that. A lot of our fans are deluded. But listen, if you give us a like and a subscribe.
The trouble is aren't we all bloody Arsenal lot still love Arteta? They're like,
they're giddy, mate. Yeah, they're weird little fuckers, mate. I'm telling you, they're weird little fuckers.
Got some good lads on here that, you know what I mean, that can't stand him. That's why I don't mind it.
Yeah. Will Aaron said wear Bugs Bunny teeth to honor Southgate. Yeah. Well, you've got to, mate. Yeah, that's it. In the fucking jacket. Yeah, 100%. Dazza saying enjoy you and I'm looking for good news. Yeah, I'll speak to you in a little bit, Dazza. Yeah, Aaron said in chat. Catch you on Friday. Yeah, that you will, Dazza. It was a funny show. Thank you, man. Look, I'll just end sort of on saying I've really enjoyed it as well. Yeah, and thank you very much. If anyone's enjoyed it, I've massively enjoyed it. Do you know what I mean? We always like having our little bit of banter. If you haven't already, drop us a like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it's absolutely free. We will be doing it again, won't we? At the end of the season, we'll have another little catch up. So, you know, in the time we'll have we'll sort of update with that. But sort of until then, what do you reckon? Well, where are you going to finish? Last bits. Where are we going to finish? You're going to finish 11th. Yeah. We're probably going to finish first. I think that's the best we can finish. Well, that's the best I'll be honest with you.
I think that Chelsea are going to win the league.
I bloody hope not. I'd rather Liverpool win the league than that. Yeah, I'd rather Liverpool win the league. Yeah. What, over the fucking Chelsea? Absolutely. How can you even say that as a West Ham fan? No. Don't start giving me that bullshit, Dad. No. No, mate, you're talking bollocks. What you'd rather feed the Scousers, let them know it's Christmas time.
You know what I mean?
You'd rather them win it.
They're playing probably some of the best football.
Would you rather the Scousers win? Would you rather the Scousers win the league?
No, I wouldn't want them Scousers to win anything.
What, over fucking Chelsea?
I'd rather see Millwall.
Would you? Oh, mate, you're talking bollocks, mate. Nah, I can't have it. I cannot believe that you said that. I can't. But as much as Chelsea,
I just like Liverpool more.
Mate, I'm fucking dumbfounded. I'm like Frank Warren last night with scorecards.
I grew up, when Liverpool were one of the best teams. You know what I mean? No,
they were fantastic, to be fair. Yeah, you know what I mean? They were fantastic.
Not having them win anything and all that, it just makes my childhood feel better.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I just disliked Liverpool.
Yeah. Well, look, if you want to see more of this, drop a like, drop a sub. We've got to go. But I hope everyone in the chat, like I said, that's been here, that's still here, that's, that's left sort of comments. We'll watch it on catch up. Honestly, people, I hope you all have an absolute, regardless of what football team you support, I hope you all have a lovely Christmas.
We never gave no one the donkey.
The Kai Havertz song. I'll do it just before I leave. But yeah, look, I hope you all have regardless of what football team you support. I hope all your family, yourselves are all in great health. You have a great Christmas. And I hope you enjoy the holidays, a few weeks off of work or a couple of weeks in it. Thank you very much for watching. It's always greatly appreciated. Yeah. All the best. Here's a bit of Kai Havertz.